Right. So, Simon, not the result we wanted today. What do you
No.
think of the performance?
Poor. Um, but I must say, I'll pick the team, Irving. It lands on me. First of all, I'd like to say, I thought Leatherhead were brilliant in the first half. I thought thoroughly deserved. I counted 3 clear chances they had in 8 minutes. That goes to tell you about the start. We come out the block slowly. They come out quickly. And I thought they deserved their lead at half time. I think they had 4 or 5 clear cut opportunities to our 0. So it could have been a lot worse at half time. The second half was better, but we conceded a goal straight after half time. After that, we make a couple of changes and we're a lot better. And we got them out on the rack at the end, but it's too little too late, Irving. But completely my fault. I think didn't really go with my gut today in terms of the team. There have been players playing that I think could be changed. So I've got to look at myself. The players have gave their best, but yeah, completely on me today. So I apologise for the supporters and the club. My performance wasn't good enough today.
Right. You name an unchanged lineup, and it was the second time in a row where we didn't start quickly off the blocks in the first half. So, is this a problem? You see.
It must be. I can't, I've got an idea what happened in the first 10 seconds because they got in 10 seconds. And we spoke about how we're going to approach the start of the game today. And we didn't do none of that. So, again, my fault. Obviously, my instructions weren't clear enough.
Right. And obviously things are tightening up in the playoff race right now with Uxbridge losing, Kingston losing, but all the teams at the bottom are winning. So, how big does this make the game against Ascot on Tuesday now?
I think they're all big games. I think you could lose to Ascot, win your next 3. You could lose to beat Ascot, lose your next 3. So again, like I always say, the one thing I will not do is get too low after today, and I didn't get too high after the last few wins we've had. So we knew there were going to be twists and turns, and this is a little twist. And we've got to react on Tuesday. Ascot have had a really good result today, so they will be. Looking forward to the game. We're looking forward to it. It'll be a very tough game. But yeah, it's an important game, but so are the next 4.
Right, just going back to today's game, 1-0 down at halftime. We've been in this position many times before, but what didn't click today, that we could turn it around.
The start, we just come out lacklustre, lethargic. Those are the words I used last week. We did the same today, and you can't keep starting like that and expecting to win games. We always start a season slowly. We always start games slowly. As it goes on, we get better. But it's, again, like I said, too little too late, Irving.
Right, and we switched the back 3, like with a guy coming on at about the hour mark. So, was it something
we just wanted more. I didn't think there was a lot of quality from deeper areas to get the forward players into it. But let's have it right. I thought first 15 minutes, you would have picked any of their players in terms of performance in front of any of ours. But yeah, no, we changed the shape. Just we had nothing to lose, and everyone's saying brilliant last bit of the game, but I don't see it that way because the start was so poor and it gave us too much of a mountain to climb.
Right, and I saw Aston Nunn, just training before the game. Is he coming back to full fitness? Can we see him back?
Yeah, he's been out to Spelthorne on loan. We've dragged him back, and I said to the boys in there, Ryan and Aston have been dropped out of the squad today. So we'll have to see on Tuesday. I think it'll be an interesting lineup. I will pick because, like I said, I don't feel that maybe bottled a little bit. I bottled the decision today, if I'm honest. That's how I feel. I felt I bottled it. I felt, and so I've got to look at myself today. The players have gave everything, but we wasn't good enough on the pitch, and I wasn't good enough in the dugout.
Right, and just 4 games to go. So what are we focusing on? In
just the next game, Ascot. Like I say to you, every interview, all we can do is look at the next game because you start looking too far ahead. You don't do your job properly. So we haven't done our job today. But that's because Leatherhead were fantastic in that first half. Let's get that on the table. They were a very, very good team. They're chasing these playoff spots as well. That's a great result for them. So well done to Leatherhead. But for ourselves, it's all about Ascot on Tuesday now.
Right, thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Irving. Cheers.